Hello, hi, welcome once again to M5's English language learning program, Let's Speak English. I'm Gav Duncan and I'm here on your TV to help you learn English. Now, are you sitting comfortably? Yes? Good. And are you ready for today's lesson? Yes? Good. Okay, well, let's learn English together. And hello again, people. How are you all feeling today? Do you feel all right? Yes. But do you really feel all right? Yes? Fantastic. Great. Wonderful. So, here we all are. It's the afternoon. What day is it? It's Wednesday, isn't it? That's right. So we're at the halfway point of the working week. Just a couple of more days to go until we get to the weekend. Hooray! Okay, calm down, calm down. We can think about the weekend later. Okay, right now we've got to deal with the animal protocol. Gusti, I'm giving you your orders. For the next 15 minutes, it is strictly forbidden for you to dance about like a mad chicken. Okay? Good. Margot, you're next. If you want to sleep, that's fine. If you want to catch up on your rest, that's okay. If you feel like closing your eyes and drifting off into dreamland, that's dandy. But, and here's the thing, if you're going to sleep, make sure that you don't block the TV screen. Okay? Okay. And last but not least, Nigel. Nigel. How are you today, Nige? Did you have a good breakfast? Were your carrots nice and crunchy? Did your 11s taste great? Were all the vegetables fresh? Yes. Good. And what about the water in your water bottle? Is your water fresh and cool like the water we get from a mountain stream? It is? Fantastic! Okay, so Nigel, now that we know that your food and drink are in order, it's time for me to give you your orders. Nigel, there's one thing that I don't want you to do for the next quarter of an hour, and you know what it is, don't you? Yes, that's right. You've hit the nail on the head. For the next 15 minutes, I'd like you to keep quiet. Help everyone by not making any squeaking, grunting, snorting noises, okay? Thanks. All right then, people. We're all ready, aren't we? Yes, on this side of the TV screen, we're standing here, ready, waiting to get started. And on that side of the TV screen, the animals have been given their orders, and now you lot, all of you out there in Hungarian TV land, are sitting down in a comfy chair or on a comfy sofa with a refreshing drink in your hand or nearby, ready for today's lesson. Okay then, are we ready to get it on?
All right. Let's get it on.
Blimey O'Reilly! Well, you heard the man, people. Let's get it on. Now, who remembers what we were doing yesterday? I know you all do. Still, that means that you also remember that we didn't manage to finish what we started, did we? No. The last thing we saw yesterday was a sentence involving the negative form of the past simple tense of the verb to be. Okay. Well, there's nothing particularly special about that, is there? No. The only slightly interesting part was the short agreeing answer. In the short agreeing answer, we started with neither, didn't we? Yes. And why did we start with neither? Because the verb was in the negative. And when we want to show that we agree with a statement, we use so if the verb is positive, and neither if the verb is negative. Okay. Now, how did the rest of the short answer pan out? Does anyone remember? That's right. We started with neither and then added the auxiliary verb did, followed by the subject. I didn't phone my dad yesterday. Neither did I. I didn't phone my dad yesterday. Neither did I. Okay, now because we're using neither, we follow it with the auxiliary verb in the positive. Do you see? It's neither did I, not neither didn't I. Okay, and do you know why it's like this? That's right. You all remember about the double negative. In English, we don't use double negatives. So, in this sentence, neither shows us that it's a negative idea, which means that we don't need the verb in the negative. That would make a double negative. So, we use did, not didn't. Okay, now, back to what we didn't finish. Are you all ready? Okay, good. Now, just to remind you, here are the original sentences, and yes, you lucky things, we're going to play the Captain Pugwash music for you again too. Alrighty, so how far did we get? Yes, that's right. We got as far as number 6, didn't we? The sentence about not phoning my dad. The one where we have to be careful with the double negative. Okay, then on to the next one then. I often go running by the Danube. So does Chief Mangasuta Buthelezi. And it's a simple one again, isn't it? Yes. The verb is the verb to go in the present simple, and it's positive. So, that means that we're going to start the second part of the sentence with so, not neither, because we're agreeing with a positive sentence. Okay, and Chief Mangasuta Buthelezi is which subject? That's correct, Captain America. Chief Mangasuta Buthelezi is the third person singular. Good. And what's the correct form for the verb to go? That's right, goes. But hang on. Hang on.
Hang on!
Ha! I almost managed to trick you there, didn't I? How many of you noticed that mistake? I know you all did. There's not much that gets past the gods of English, is there? Yes, so I asked you what the third person singular form of the verb to go is, didn't I? And what's wrong with that? Well, the verb in the first sentence is in the present simple, isn't it? Yes. Okay. And when we make the short agreeing form, which verb do we have to use? Well, if the verb in the original sentence is in the present simple, then in the agreeing bit, we have to use the what? Yes, that's right. We have to use the auxiliary verb that we use to make negatives and ask questions in the present simple. We have to use do, not go. So, let's look at that one again. We don't need the third person singular form of the verb to go because the verb we need is the verb to do. Okay, so what's the third person singular form of the verb to do in the present simple? Does. Great. I often go running by the Danube. So does Chief Mangasuta Buthelezi. Magic. I often go running, blah, blah, blah. So does Chief, blah, blah, blah. Excellent. On to the next one. I'm really happy. So is he. Simple. The verb to be in the present simple, and to agree with it, we choose so because the verb is positive, and follow so with the third person singular form of the verb to be in the present simple, is. And then all we have to do is add the subject, he. Done. Next. We haven't got any money. Neither do I. Great. Well, no, actually not great. We haven't got any money. Oh dear. Oh well, never mind. So let's concentrate on this sentence. Is it positive or negative? We haven't. It's negative, isn't it? Yes, and that means that we're going to use neither, not so, in the short agreeing bit. Good. Now, who remembers what we said about making short agreeing sentences when the original sentence used have or have got for possession? Yes, that's right. The simplest thing to do is to use the verb to do, the same auxiliary verb that we use in the present simple tense to ask questions and make negatives. So that means that the answer for I, for the first person singular using do, is do. And it's a negative sentence, so neither do I. Brilliant! Bing bong, bing bong, bing bong, bing! Next! Ooh, it's the last one. Are you all ready? Ready for the last one? Well, all right then. Here we go. I always forget to feed the cat. So does my brother. Okay, so what can we say about this one, the last one? Well, the verb in the first part is positive. There's no not in the sentence, which means that we know that we're going to start the next part with so, not neither. If it's positive, we use so to show agreement. If it's negative, we use neither. Okay, so it's positive. So we're going to use so. Good. Now, what else can we say about the second part of it? What do we need to do to show agreement? Well, we've got the first word so, and if we look at the end of the sentence, we can see that the subject of the sentence, the agreeing bit, is my brother. This means that it's which subject? That's right. This means that it's the third person singular. Okay, good. So now all we have to do is which verb we're going to use. Okay, well, cast your minds back a couple of minutes. Which verb do we use when the original sentence uses the present simple? Well, if the original sentence uses the present simple form of the verb to be, then we follow it with the present simple form of the verb to be. But when the original sentence uses the present form of another verb, then we follow it with the correctly conjugated form of the auxiliary verb we use when we make questions and negatives in the present simple, the verb to do. Okay, and what's the correct form for the verb to do here? The verb to do ends in O, which means that it's irregular. In the third person singular, it changes to does. So, he does, she does, it does, and so does my brother. Fantastic! I always forget to feed the cat, so does my brother. Ah, poor cat. Oh well, never mind. All right, now we've almost reached the end of our lesson, so just as a reminder, let's have another look at a table that Mabel put together for us, shall we? Mabel, Mabel, are you there? Ah, Mabel, there you are. Mabel, Mabel, help us out, dear. Show us the table and I'll buy you a beer. And that's us done for the day. Yes, it's that time again. Time for us to let you get up out of your chairs and get back to doing stuff. Other stuff. So you're now free to do stuff. Have fun doing your stuff. Always try to have as much fun as you can. Life's all about enjoyment, so have fun and enjoy yourselves. That's what we're going to do, me and the crew. We're going to turn the cameras off and have fun. All right, enjoy yourselves for the rest of the afternoon and evening. Get enough rest and we'll see you back here. Same time, same place, ready for some more English. And if you feel that you can't live without some more English, if you can't wait until tomorrow afternoon, then you know what to do, don't you? Yes, that's right. Get onto the internet and wander over to www.m5tv.hu. That's where you can watch and rewatch our old videos. And that's where we keep the vocab lists too. Okay, I'm out of here. we'll see you tomorrow. We'll be the ones on this side of the TV screen, okay? All right, see you all tomorrow. See you later. Bye.